It comes from one overarching question. How do we deliver products to customers at the lowest possible price? So that was the question. And then we had a secondary piece of that. How do we do that without any compromise? And I think that was the amplifier of our strategy. You think about discount stores, they're generally warehouses. Yep, they're generally got all these visual cues to tell you the product's cheap. And what we went to is actually we don't want that. We don't want customers to feel cheap, basically. We want customers to feel smart. And for them to feel smart, they can't feel like they're compromising on the quality. They can't feel like they're compromising on the style. They can't feel like they're compromising on the ethics in the way that the product was made. So this idea of no compromise while hitting lowest price comes out. So how do you do that? You have to get right into, it goes back to having those leaders that get into the detail. You have to figure out, well, where does things really cost money and where doesn't it? And if you take something like, let's take something basic like a t-shirt. What makes a great t-shirt? Well, number one, does it fit? Fit's actually quite a complicated topic, and anybody who's in the apparel industry out there will get trying to get a t-shirt to fit across all the size curves that you have in the market is not a straightforward thing. However, it doesn't cost you more to make a t-shirt that fits well versus one that fits badly. And then you take color. There's some colors are black and white are always going to be the same, but you're always going to have fashion colors that come in and out. Picking the right color is super important. Is the fabric the right quality, that it's durable, it will wash and the color won't fade? You get the idea, right? Most of these things don't cost money; they cost care and attention. And if you've got a deep enough understanding of the process, then you can just say, how do I strip out all the unnecessary stuff between the product being made and the end consumer? And so that's what we set our mission on, removing all the unnecessary costs.